It's okay, Gracie. Let's see who's here. Oh, hey, Larry. How's it going?
And you are?
Oh, I'm Gregory Gandrud, and I'm running for Carpinteria City Council.
Well, thanks for having me.
Sure, come on in, Larry.
Okay.
Nice to see you. How have you been?
Very good. I've been here before.
You have. It's been about 6 years since you were here last, I think. Yeah.
And, and who's this here?
That's Gracie. She's my little beagle.
Does Gracie do any tricks?
Oh, sure. She does lots of tricks. You want some coffee or anything?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Gracie, do you do tricks? Do you want a treat? Come over here. Come over here. Hey. Come here. Sit. Oh, good sit. Shake. Good shake. What a good girl. What a good girl. Lie down. Lie down. Roll over. Good girl. What a good girl. That's a good girl.
Good job, Gracie.
Have a kiss? Kiss. Oh, good kiss. What a good girl.
That's cute.
Yeah, she's a good girl. Very well behaved. Come on in. Let's go in the kitchen. I was just finishing. I had breakfast, and I was just finishing reading the newspaper. I don't know. Should we maybe want to go out in the garden and see some of the stuff that I grow?
I know you have quite the garden.
Yeah, I like to grow stuff. I bought this house 16 years ago. I've lived in Carpinteria for 25 years. And I bought this house 16 years ago, and it was nothing like this. We've completely redone the inside, and all the trees and things I planted. I built the pond and the waterfall, and it's really turned into quite the garden paradise.
What part of town are we in?
I like to call this the Santa Ynez Heights, because we're up Santa Ynez Avenue, and there are a bunch of cul-de-sacs up here. This is Chaparral Drive, and a lot of people call it Eucalyptus Park. It's technically Heath Ranch Park with the big eucalyptus trees, is right here on our street. So we love this neighborhood. This is a great neighborhood. We got great neighbors, and it's real quiet and private. Come on out in the backyard. Okay, so we've got a little pond going here, and I have actually like 24 different kinds of fruit and nuts growing here on the property, so maybe we should just take a little tour.
Okay, very good.
Let's go back through here.
We're going on safari.
We're going on safari.
What do we have here?
Oh, we've got lots of things. Back in the corner here, I've got a tree with 3 kinds of plums. I grafted 2 different plums onto an existing tree, so we've got 3 on one. And then these are kiwis. We're having a really great kiwi crop this year, quite the heavy crop. And these are grapes growing here. Grapes we've already picked and eaten. And then back over this way, we've got some nectarines. This is a nectarine tree, and then these are blackberries. And then over here we have some avocados, and we've got a really good crop of avocados growing this year.
Well, what type of avocado is this?
These are Hass. These are very good. These aren't ready to pick yet. This is a new crop. And then back here, these are guavas, sort of a tropical guava. Some people call this sort of a strawberry guava. And this is jujube. These will be ready to pick in a few weeks. They've got a little ways to go. And then back over here is macadamia nut tree. Now these are the blossoms here. The nuts have already been picked, but these are the blossoms that will make next year's crop. This is one of my newer trees. This is a Meyer lemon, a little dwarf Meyer lemon, and over here we've got peaches, and these are persimmons, which will be ready closer to Thanksgiving. And then I also have my salad garden. I've got sorrel and chard and parsley and lettuce and different herbs, lemon balm and mint, and oh, this is my banana forest. See the bananas coming up there?
Are they good to eat?
Oh, they're delicious. These are Goldfingers. I started with 2 little trees, and now it's like a whole forest. And then these are figs, and these are ready to eat right now. This is what I've been eating for breakfast lately. We can pick some right now. It's a really tasty. Everything here, of course, is organically grown, and we use just compost to fertilize. I have a worm bin in the garage, which I'll show you in a minute, vermiculture bin, and then I also have a compost tumbler. So we make our own fertilizer, and really what I've done here is I've created a demonstration garden. We've been on the Parade of Green Building 2 years in a row as part of the sustainability project, and everything we've done here is designed to be environmentally friendly. We took out all the concrete. Everything is permeable as far as the hardscape, like the gravel path and the driveway and all that is all environmentally friendly. and we've had tours through here. Everybody's, if anyone wants to see this, just let me know and I'll give a tour of this, because I think it's really good for our young people to see what can be done using sustainable practices. And this is a pineapple guava tree. Now the way you pick guavas is you wait till they drop on the ground. So usually you give the tree a little bit of a shake and then you see what falls. Like these are ready. When they fall on the ground, they're ready. These are really tasty. And then down this way, this is an orange tree. These are nice Valencia navel oranges. And then over here, this actually came up by itself. This is really cool. This is just a wild blackberry, very thorny, but the berries are delicious. Usually in the spring we have the blackberries. And then growing over the garage roof, that's passion fruit. And those are starting to drop as well. Those you also pick when they fall on the ground. And they get nice and purple. I think we've got some over here. This is mandarin orange. And then over here we have kumquat. Another one of my new trees, I've got a little Mexican lime tree over there. And then on this side of the driveway, and this is that permeable paving driveway. This is an orange tree. It's just really, really heavy with oranges. These will be ready around Christmas time. And then we'll go back there later, but these are the passion fruit here. See, this is almost ready to pick. That'll fall on the ground, and then they get a little wrinkly, and then they're ready to eat at that point. So in the garage, I want to show you the worm bin. I mentioned earlier about how we create our own fertilizer. So this is a stackable worm bin, and it's made from recyclable plastic. It comes from Australia, and inside we have the worms. Now this is a little gross for some people, so open the lid here. So these are some kitchen scraps that we don't put anything down the garbage disposal. We save all our kitchen scraps and we put it in here. And I don't know if you can see the worms. And then these are stackable trays. So what happens is the worms eat their way to the top, and what's left behind is this wonderful, we call them worm castings. It's a wonderful organic fertilizer, you see? So that's almost ready to go down there in the bottom. That will just spread around the garden. And there's also a liquid, we call it worm tea. There's a little tap on the side here, and if you turn on the tap, you see how the liquid comes out of there? And then what we do is we mix that with water, and we'll spread that all over the garden. So that's how we're able to produce, such a really, really huge, healthy crop of organic fruit here. There it goes, it's dripping.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
Yeah. So let's take a look. I want to show you my compost tumbler. So we have more guavas here, and then back inside, this is a black sapote tree. It's a relatively young tree, and this is my compost tumbler. So what we do is we'll take like the grass clippings and the shrub clippings and all the prunings and things, and we'll put them in the compost tumbler. And after several weeks, you have the finished compost.
Huh.
And then what we're able to do is we'll take the finished compost, and this will spread around the garden. This is a wonderful, wonderful organic fertilizer that we've made here at home. Okay, so why don't we just zip over to my office and take a look at what I do for work. So here we are at my office. I'm an accountant, and a lot of local Carpinterians come to me to have me do their income tax preparation for them, and also to advise local small businesses on how to be successful. And we also provide trust administration services here. As you know, I was on the City Council from 2002 through 2006, and I've reviewed 19 years worth of city budgets. We have some of the old ones here, various financial reports. Why don't we go out and take a drive around town and take a look at some of the projects that we accomplished when I was on City Council last time.
Okay.
Well, here we are at Casitas Pass Road. For about 15 years, the seniors living at Shepherd's Place Apartments complained about not being able to get across the street to the shopping center. So when I got on the City Council, I spearheaded a project to put in this new lighted crosswalk. Well, here we are at the 8th Street Bridge across Carpinteria Creek. This is another one of the projects that we did when I was on the council from 2002 to 2006. And it's really an important connection between the neighborhoods here. And of course, we have Carpinteria Creek down below. And this bridge helped to improve the habitat for the steelhead trout. We're hoping that we can really reestablish the trout population here. So here we are down by the middle school. We also put in these tennis courts and these basketball courts. You know, a lot of people ask me what the most important issue is facing the city council. Some people say, you know, maybe it's the hotel development or the law enforcement contract or the freeway, but actually I think that education is the most important issue facing our city council. The city council has responsibility for the community, and I think the whole community needs to take responsibility for education. I was very disappointed to read recently in the newspaper that less than 30% of our high school kids are proficient in math. To me, that's completely unacceptable. I'd like to see us work together as a community, create a more vital local economy, more mom and pop shops, have all of us do well, and then that way we can afford to provide more resources for education. I'd also like to see the kids have more opportunities to work and do internships, meaningful internships in our local businesses. I think that would be really great for the whole community. So Larry, this is a new trail segment that connects the state park with the downtown area. While I was on the city council in 2005, the governor appointed me to California's Recreational Trails Committee, and for the last 7 years I've been traveling all over the state of California promoting trails. Let's go take a look at another one of our projects.
Go ahead.
So this is the new Tomel Park Children's Play Area, and normally the state of California does not do children's play areas in the state parks, but while I was chairman of California's Recreational Trails Committee, we were able to convince them to allow Carpinteria to be the first one to do a model project, and they also helped us out with a nice big grant. Well, here we are in the state beach at Carpinteria Creek. One of my other volunteer things I've been doing for the last few years is serving as treasurer of the Anza Trail Foundation. Now, the Anza Party actually gave Carpinteria its name. They came through here in 1776, and when they saw the Chumash Indians making their tomels with wood, they said, "Mira, la Carpinteria," and that's how we got our name, Carpinteria, the carpenter shop. Our next project is to reopen the historic Franklin Trail so that people here in Carpinteria will have direct access to the Los Padres National Forest. So we have a lot more work to do, and I'd really appreciate your support. Please vote for me, either using your vote by mail ballot or in person on November 6th. Gregory Gandrud, thank you so much for your support.
Okay, good luck to you, Greg.
Oh, thank you, Larry. Have a great day.
You've been watching Touring with the Candidates for Carpinteria City Council. Each candidate had 13 minutes of tape time to give you their tour, and the commentary and itinerary was up to each candidate. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.